what's going on, Lux Tribe? This is your own you. We are back. We are back with another one. Okay, what are we talking about today? What's on the agenda today? Well, as the video, the topic says, we are looking into luxury versus budget traveling. Again, luxury versus budget traveling, and also how to experience both, because you can, right? You can travel in style, but with a budget. Because if you watch my last video, it stated the one thing you should always do before you start planning, have a budget. Before we jump into this, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, right? Notification bell, so you can get more. You can be alerted when we throw in one of these videos, right? Also, thumbs up this video. I don't know why my voice just went so high there, but we're just gonna act like that didn't happen. Okay. So let's see here. Yes. So how can we do that, right? How can we enjoy luxe travel, right? But being within a budget. How can we go from this, where we're just helter-skelter, we're not really together, we're stressed, to this, where we're happy with what we've done, right? Because it all boils down to organization. It all boils down to actually planning, actually having a plan. If you want to experience luxe travel while being on the budget, the underlying factor here is having a plan. That way you can not be this stressed, but be this happy and relaxed while having a luxe travel experience. But let's get into it. How did we get there? This is how we got there, right? I just did a quick trip to the Bahamas for 3 nights and 4 days. And within those days, there was something that I made sure there was an actual itinerary for that day. But again, going back to my last video in the top 5 travel planning mistakes, I made sure I did not overwhelm myself with what I wanted to do that day, right? I will preface this by saying this was more of a recharge trip, right? Almost a birthday trip, but a recharge trip in the same way, where I wanted to have a good time, but I also didn't want to stress myself out with doing too much activities, right? And I wanted to go down there and see give y'all a little tip here, tip there, for things, hidden gems, I would say, because our hidden gem series is coming up. Hidden gems for places like Nassau, right? But what was the first thing we did? We made sure we had a budget on what we were willing to spend, right? I believe the total I ended up spending there for miscellaneous things like food, entertainment, stuff like that, was about $500. Right? I think I had that in the the little screen record that I showed here, right? A little snip of it. It was about $500. That was what I was willing to spend, around that range. But that was for when I got there. Beforehand, we had a threshold for what we wanted to spend with Airbnb, which we felt was the better option, and also our flights. All of this we thought about probably I would say around late October, early November, which was 4 months. Right? November, December, January, February, which was in March, which was the day of the travel. Right? Looking at that, we had more than enough time to plan, more than enough to wanted to live in luxe or not, have enough time to actually do a bit of research on what we wanted to do or not, see what the best option for us was, whether it was an Airbnb or one of the resorts, right? I believe British Colonial or Atlantis. At the end of the day, we realized what we wanted out of that trip fit more with an Airbnb as opposed to a hotel or a resort, which we were happy with. But we had enough time to plan for that, right? Without that time, we would not be able to do that and then also travel in style if we wanted to, right? We had a place where we can just relax, lay back. We had a pool there where we just... Literally one day we just sat by the pool and just drank some champagne. And we talked. We had some kind of live conversations that was happening at the same time. But it was very relaxing. Right? Like I can show you guys a video of how relaxing that point was. All right, my point is, you can have that while still be on the budget. You don't have to drain out your bank account to have that. You can still live between your means, but still being able to enjoy the luxe style. So I'll tell you a story, and then we'll get out of here. I was listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Love it. And there was something he said, and I think it was the Steve Harvey Morning Show, or it was one of his motivational videos that I was listening to. And he said, you should travel first class at least once in your lifetime. There's a different way you are treated. If you guys haven't already, I think that's something you should do. That was one of the main things that he said that really stuck with me. There's a whole lot more, not just that. But when he said that, I made a note to do it. And he said, I'm paraphrasing, once you do that, once you travel first class, you will not want to travel any other way. Because the way you were treated up there, you're going to salivate to be treated that way consistently. And what that's going to do is going to change your mindset and how you approach certain things. How you maybe approach your budget. Maybe even approach lifestyle decisions. Right? And him saying that, I was like, oh, okay, well, let me see what he's talking about. Let me go fly first class. And I did once, and that has changed my outlook in a lot of things. And that, when I started doing that, I made sure that I saved accordingly to be able to do that. There were some quote unquote sacrifices that I would make so I could do that. Meaning, maybe not go out every weekend. Maybe not go out to eat. Maybe not eat out or order food. Because all of those add up. All of my friends will always laugh at me when I tell them, I would rather save my money to go on a flight, to go on a trip, than buy something that's not gonna be fulfilling to me. Right? Maybe food that's just a short-term excitement. Right? So, moral of the story, you can be a luxe traveler on a budget. It's possible, but you have to have a budget. You have to plan in advance to enjoy that. And yes, there are some things that you do have to forego. You do have to ask yourself, is what I'm about to do right now worth it? Is this actually what I really want? Or maybe staying in that 5-star hotel, maybe saving up for that. That's okay. The same way we all save up for maybe one of those expensive perfumes, like a Baccarat Rouge. I love Baccarat Rouge, so guess what? I'm gonna save for it. I'm gonna account for it, because that's what matters to me. Some people like Versace bags, right? That's where you're at. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know that you have to account for that. Even if you do have the means to, does not mean you should just throw your money away just like that. You have to plan accordingly. So that's what I want y'all to take away from this video. Plan accordingly. You can live that luxe style if you do plan accordingly. Do plan accordingly, according to your own budget. It is key. Y'all got this. I know you do. You can experience the best of both worlds. You can experience a luxury lifestyle being on a budget. If you want more tips about this, please message me on Instagram, message us on Instagram, or go into our website. Go into our website and claim your own free one-on-one consultation. Maybe you would just want to pick my brain on the trip you're trying to plan, or you don't even know where to start. Pick my brain, please. I will do more of these videos for you guys to at least guide you in the right direction. But if you want a one-on-one, I'm here. I got you. Go to wanderluxe.live/wanderluxe. Claim your free consultation, and we can go from there. Okay? So I do love y'all. Luxe Tribe. Keep traveling. Keep exploring the world. Keep immersing yourself while wandering the world. See y'all later.